Hi everybody, welcome to my second person analysis, this time over the Exorcism of Cristina. This was a part of The Devil and Father Amorth, and I decided to just put all of my ideas into a presentation just so I can get my point across. Let's get started. Is Cristina possessed? This can be a very controversial topic because it deals with the fact of religion. Because this deals with believers and non-believers, so there are two different ways that this type of scenario can be viewed. For believers, depending on the beliefs of the person potentially undergoing the possession and their family, this believing in the devil and possession may be their only answer as to why the person is acting out that way. And for non-believers, this scenario may be seen as symptoms and signs of mental illnesses. Personally, I side with the non-believers and see Christina's situation as an effect of mental illness. I believe this because signs have been shown of dissociative identity disorder and potentially shown for bipolar disorder. Can dissociative identity disorder be ruled out? Dissociative identity disorder is a mental illness in which a person has a couple distinctive personalities, and these could have very different traits and characteristics than the other. Usually this mental illness is a way of a coping mechanism for prior trauma, and the symptoms for this mental illness are altered consciousness, mood swings, impulsivity, self-harm, anxiety, and self-detachment. Although there was no formal background about Cristina that could have ruled in some trauma, I do not think that dissociative identity disorder should be ruled out of a potential mental illness she may be suffering from. This is due to Cristina experiencing trance-like states that she does not remember. So when she was being exorcised, she said that she didn't remember anything going on, but she seemed to be very different than how she was before. Impulsive movements and decisions were made, so when she was being exorcised as well, there were many trying to break free from people's grasp, like many strange movements occurring. And for decision making at the end of the film, when she called one of the producers to meet in the church, she changed the location a few times, and those just impulsive decisions like that. And she also experienced mood swings when the producers went to the wrong church, and she showed a lot of aggressive anger in the phone call. Possibilities of demonic possession. Since there was no Hollywood involved in this documentary, it can be very convincing due to how the voice of Cristina, her voice changed when undergoing the exorcism. However, I believe that this is due to the sound quality of the camera. I noticed when people spoke in a normal tone, the camera picked up the sound of their voice very clearly, but when the volume changed, such as when Cristina was screaming, the sound seemed to become very scratchy and sound had like an echo sound to it, which could have made it not so clear and made up for this odd sound of Cristina's voice. Another potential is that Cristina could have potentially been taking on one of her altered personalities if she did have dissociative identity disorder, and this could have caused a change in her voice since they usually have distinctive traits and characteristics from the normal personality of the person that has dissociative identity disorder. Another possibility that seemed to be a sign of demonic possession was when Cristina went to the church after her exorcism. Personally, I need proof for this because I am a huge skeptic when it comes to cases like this, and because there was no cameras brought in to film what happened inside the church and we're just going out of mouth of word, I do not believe what they were saying, and it just doesn't sit right with me. I need like solid proof to go after it, but others may see it as, oh, that was actually demonic possession because based off what they saw in the church that day. A change in my beliefs. This exorcism did not alter my beliefs. I believe that Cristina was suffering from mental illness, not demonic possession. I think that Cristina and her family were very religious, which could contribute to her going to priests first instead of reaching out to more doctors, but this meant that the family did not give enough time to doctors to determine a potential cause before taking different measures. So there was a lot of doctors incorporated into the film, but they were all being shown the exorcism taking place, and they were supposed to identify if it could have been something right off of the top of their mind, and that is hard when there's not research to back it up. So I believe that they did not give enough time to doctors to determine what was wrong with her. And I also know that Cristina is still alive and acting the way she is, meaning that the exorcisms haven't worked yet, which also shows that she's still suffering from probably some type of mental illness. And from these reasons, I will remain a skeptic and believe that Cristina is not living through a demonic possession. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it, and have a great evening.